Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the narrative lectionary, and we are on November 27th. It's the first Sunday of Advent, and for the narrative lectionary, we're looking at Daniel. Now, if you would like a children's sermon specifically on Advent and maybe about the idea of waiting for the coming of Christ, the children's sermon for the Revised Common Lectionary has more of that, but still, this as well. I'm focusing on this one around Daniel. I mean, surprise, 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 it's the lion's den. I know, shocking, but that's what I'm focusing on. But not necessarily the lions itself, but as God protects Daniel, so God can protect our hearts, and God can restore our hearts, and God can bring good things about. And so the item I'm using, it's arts and crafts time, and if you've been following the blog for a while, you might have seen this this magic trick, and it's an arts and crafts. You use a lunch sack. You can use it. Doesn't have to be a purple lunch sack. It can be one of the just around the regular brown paper bag, lunch bag, but these are what I had. You can find these in the party section at the Dollar Tree, or in the where they have the plastic bags and tinfoil and stuff like that. They'll sometimes have the paper bags, the brown paper bags for packing a lunch. They both work. They're both similar size, and that's all right. So you're going to need, you get a pack of 10 of these, and you're going to need 2 of them. And so you've got one of them. You've got the one, and what you're going to do is you'll notice that I drew a black line right down here and across here, and then you'll see the line across here and then up here. And that black line is going to be where you cut. You're going to actually cut this bag right down this black line over here, across and up. Because what that's going to do is, after you get that cut, I'll show you what that looks like in a second, you're going to have one piece where you then take that and you're going to slide it inside another full bag. You're going to slide it inside another full bag to where you can see here, it will actually create a pocket, a secret pocket. So you notice how this here is that other piece. So the piece looks like, you can kind of tell what it looks like already, but that's what it looks like. You've cut it out, and so you have this piece. And what you will do is you will take a glue stick. Glue stick works the best because it's easier to control. You're going to take a glue stick and you're going to run a line of glue here, a line of glue here, and a line of glue here. You're going to place this back in the bag. Like this. You're going to place it back in the bag like that so that it matches the folds and all that with the bag. And when you fold the bag together, you're going to press down on the edges here and press down on the bottom. And so you now have a glued in pocket. You have a glued in pocket that matches the edges and all that. I haven't stuck this far enough in, but you'll want it to where it matches the edges. And so when you've got that, you're going to then cut out 2 hearts. You're going to cut out exactly the same. You're going to cut out from a piece of paper 2 hearts. And in the main bag, not the pocket, but the main bag down here, you're going to put 1 heart. You're going to put a heart, and the kids don't know it's there. I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to come back because I'll use an example of one so you can see what it looks like. All right, thanks for sticking with me. Of course, that was quick for you. So I have a bag. And I have the bag, and I'm going to show you how it looks. One of the things I wanted to mention is I put a little rip in the bag here and on this side here for a particular reason. So I've got the bag here. What I've brought with me, instead of a heart, though you can use the heart, I've used little hearts. I've taken, you can use a big heart, and you have the heart in there, but for example purposes, I'm using a piece of crepe paper. Got a piece of crepe paper, and crepe paper reminds me of myself, because a lot of times, I'm going to put this here so you can, anyway, let's see here. I'm going to look at that, and you get to see books and everything. But so we've got the little bag here. There's a lot of times stuff happens in our life to where it feels like we're broken, it feels like we're hurt, and what I'm doing now is I'm putting these in the secret pocket. But you don't have to really draw attention to it. You're just putting it in the bag. The kids don't know about the secret pocket, so you're talking about how, the other day you're crying, you got hurt, and different things that hurt us and break us, and yeah, it's just not very good. That's why I like using the heart, because it makes a lot of sense when you've got a heart, and you can talk about how there are things that break our hearts. But so you've got that in there, and talking about how that there are things that break our hearts. There's things that our lives feel like they come apart, and so what ends up happening is we have a God. We have a God that protects us. We have a God that restores us. We have a God that loves us, that knows what we go through, so that we find out that our God can knit us all back together so that we are whole again, like we were in the beginning. Pull that out, and now the reason I have these, you can then rip it and show the bag empty, and you're not showing this pocket. You're holding it, you rip it up like that, and you show it empty. And it's a great magic trick. And then you crumple it up, and there you go. It's fantastic. I've used it so many times, and it's a great thing. And so some of the things, if you've never done this before and you're afraid they might notice the pocket, don't draw attention to it. You're holding you're holding the main pocket closed and the little pockets open, so you're just putting stuff in there. And then when you close it, you just switch to which pocket you're holding closed. It takes a little bit of practice, but not as much as you think. And it's a great thing to use for the broken heart. So I hope that can give some thinking in your springboard for your thinking for your children's sermon. And I hope you have fun putting that together. If you don't use it for this children's sermon, it works great for other ones as well. So I would file that away. All right? Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great week.